story, a sketchbook story. I'm drawing in my sketchbook, telling a story. Oh, that'll be fun and exciting. People are like that. It's exhilarating. Here, the story's called I Was a Massive Racist. Yeah, okay. That's the title of the story. I'll put that in the title of the video. I was a massive racist. I'm sure YouTube will be fine with having the word racist in big capital letters in my video title. I'll make sure the thumbnail is like, Ewan, racist? No bloody way. I thought he was nice the way he spoke about wanting to fuck horribly underage people. So this is an actual story though, you know, strap in folks, here's the time. I was a massive racist. Okay, so how do people do these story times? They start with some, you know, irrelevant, seemingly irrelevant, more often than not actually irrelevant details. So I woke up, it was a rare day off. Oh, I was working the day job, you know, usually, so days off were few and far between, and I sort of tried to enjoy them as much as I could when I got them. So I was, you know, walking through town, running my errands, buying my groceries and such, as one might bloody do, because you got to eat. You know, oh, I was stocking up on toilet paper and hand sanitizer because of the coronavirus. There you go. Now my story's relevant to the current times. And in a couple of months, it will be completely irrelevant. But the video would have been forgotten about by then, so it doesn't matter. So I was walking through town when suddenly, nearish the train station, this guy runs past me at full pelt. A youth, you know, in sort of sports gear, sports trainers, tracksuit bottoms with a backpack. He was trying to hold on to himself as he was running really fucking fast. It's relevant to the story, so I'll mention it, as I say, a massive racist. It was a dark-skinned lad, a black guy, a guy of possibly some kind of African descent. It's not for me to say exactly where he was from. I don't know these details, but he was a dark-skinned gentleman, and me, being the massive racist that I obviously am, thought to myself, unintentionally, I didn't try to have this thought, it just happened, which shows my privilege and my horribly obviously ingrained racism, and I don't even have to try and think it, it's just there. But the thought flashed in my head, oh, tee-hee, I wonder if he's running from the police. Ha 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 ha. Hardy, piss, ha. Get it? Because, you know, black, obviously, if he's running, it must be from the police. Isn't that funny? Isn't that bloody hilarious? Oh, how funny you are, you big fucking racist, Ewan. Fuck you. Unsubscribe. Hit the dislike button because Ewan's a fat fuck of a racist. A Nazi is what he is. No wonder he shaves his head all the time. The big fucking Nazi. The neo-Nazi, white supremacist fuck of a fuckhead Ewan. You cock, you cunt, Ewan. Fuck you and your racist ideals. So about a second later, he's running across the road, virtually into traffic, this black gentleman, lad, young youth, whatever. He runs out into the road, obviously to cross the road. Suddenly, two police cars pull up to a screeching halt. Two policemen out of each car get out and chase after him. He pelts off running past me again, back the other way. The policemen chase after him. I see another police car drive towards the first two police cars, see what's going on, turn around, drive the other way, obviously to try and, block him off at the pass or whatever, try and catch him off at another road. And they speed off past me, these four policemen and this guy, running past me, and I was shook. I was taken aback. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was also listening to my headphones, listening to my music through my headphones. I had shit to do, so I didn't actually care what was going on. Point is, turns out he was actually running from the police, which I make no comment on that. I am making no comment on the fact that he was just a guy who was running from the police. In my head, I went, oh, tee hee, I bet he's running from the police because he's a black guy. The fact that he was running from the police was ironic and slightly funny, but in truth, I don't actually assume he was running from the police because he was black. I assume, as a person, he had done something wrong. I don't know. He might not. He might have been. He might be completely innocent, and he had literally 3 police cars of police after him. For I don't know. I don't want to dig a hole. The point of this story was just I had a little racist moment, I guess you could call it. You know, shame on me for that. You know, call it dark humour, comedy, whatever you like. Ultimately, shame on me for thinking that way, but also kind of funny that it turns out he was actually running from the police. And of course, it's only I was going to say it's only racist because it's a black guy. Obviously, if it was a white guy wearing the same clothes, because it was like, if you're in England, it was chav clothes, those sorts of things. If it was someone like that, a white guy wearing those clothes, running past me at that speed, holding onto a backpack, looking as he looked, I'd have thought exactly the same. Oh, I wonder if he's running from the police. And I would have seen him running from the police because the police were chasing him for whatever reason. The fact that he was a black guy just makes me racist for thinking that, which is, you know, a downside of it, I guess. So there you go. That was my story time, my sketchbook story time. I was a massive racist. Of course, I'm not actually racist. I masturbate to ebony porn quite a lot, and big black cocks. To be honest, you know, being bi or whatever the hell it is that I am, I quite enjoy some nice BBC action. No, not the news or whatever programming they put out. Doctor Who, that's on the BBC. The big black cock. Yeah. But there you go. There was some story time. Oh, I was a massive... And that's usually how the story times go as well. They end on a, you know, on like a lesson to be learned. Truth is, you thought this was going one way. Turns out it was somewhat that way, but mostly another way entirely. So, no, I was going to say yes, you and is. No, you and is. It's not race. I'm not a racist because my friend Sam, he's got like olive skin. I think he might be like part something else. I'll have to ask him sometime. Yeah, I've got a friend who's like mixed. I'm mixed race, you know. As it happens, did you know that I'm mixed race? Actually, they're all very white races, but they're mixed. So you know, they're not. I can't really consider myself a POC, as it were. But yeah, you know, Scandinavian blood in me. That's quite foreign. They speak foreign languages that I don't know. Scottish, English. It's different countries, different cultures. They're mixed within me. I'm of mixed race. There you go. But I'm also about as white as a sheet of paper. And clearly a big racist. So, you know, make of that what you will, I guess.